What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Undrunken Podcast. I'm your host, Courtney, and this week I want to talk to you about something pretty personal, something that I hope a lot of you can relate to that I experienced over the past week. Um, it's been tough. There's been a lot going on. I don't think I really need to share details because I don't think that's the point. I think we all have our stuff. We all have shit we're dealing with, and sometimes it gets hard. And I think for those of us that have stepped away from drinking, moments like I'm about to share uh, aren't foreign. Um, I was overwhelmed and I found myself craving alcohol. And it was really it felt like I wanted the taste, I think, like a muscle memory calling me back, like, oh, I need a drink, right? A little bit about the promise of escape, wanting a way out of the stress, a way to relax. Um, my normal things weren't working. Breathing, meditating, smoking pot, zoning out. I was definitely turtling, pulling away. I wasn't connecting with my friends. Um, and there was a lot of self talk. And then I found myself walking down the aisle at the grocery store, and there was these justifications, like, oh, I could have just one. It's okay to fall off the wagon. Everybody does it. It doesn't change that I've chosen this as a lifestyle. It's just a moment. People will understand. Like, I really walked myself through all of that, and then really recognized at one point that it wasn't even about wanting a drink. It was about all these feelings. See, I'm crying now. It was about what was boiling under the surface. And I I ended up making a good choice, I feel like, for me, and I chose a non-alcoholic champagne um because I didn't want to just have a drink. I wanted to celebrate the fact that I made a good choice. And you know, having that taste really gave me the ability to quiet that craving and some space to focus on what the real issue was instead of numbing it. And the turning point was reaching out to a friend of mine, my best friend, Dre. She's been on the podcast. You all have heard her. Um, and I finally shared what I was carrying and everything. And she held space for that. And it reminded me to talk, which sounds funny. I run a podcast. Of course I talk. But I was trying to carry all of this shit by myself. And she reminded me that I wasn't alone and that I had people who loved me and that I could lean on. And she named those people for me. And I immediately went out and started talking to those people. And these are my best friends. And I have no idea, you guys, I can't tell you why I was hiding from these people that love me, why I was trying to carry this by myself. But I can definitely tell you that trying to go it alone was not the way. And finally sharing and connecting, it felt lighter. And you don't have to white knuckle this. You don't have to go it alone. And I'm not just talking about giving up alcohol, I'm talking about life, you know. Reach out to the people that care about you. If you're having a hard time, they want to be there for you. Uh, and cravings aren't failure. It's just, to me, I really think it was a signal to just slow down and really reconnect to myself and who I've become, not who I was. You know, I am not by nature somebody who lets people in or likes to share my shit. I'm definitely somebody who I got it. Like, I might talk about it when it's done more than I will share my burdens in the moment. But the real relief didn't come from a bottle. It came from talking to the people that I love and choosing not to drink. I don't think it's about being perfect. I don't think it's about not having cravings. I don't think that makes me, I don't know, worse off. I don't think I'm better than anyone because I've made it for over 2 years. It's it, it's a self-care and it's community. And like, I just want to remind anyone who's in that spot, especially if you're feeling tempted, if you're feeling overwhelmed, reach out. Tell somebody what's heavy. Um, there's no shame in craving. There's no shame in needing help. I think the strongest thing we can do is ask for help. And you're never as alone as you think. And sharing those burdens really does make it easier to carry. So that's what I got for you this week. Um, I hope you are all doing amazing, and thank you for tuning in and supporting and listening, and I'll see you next week.